உலகம் யாவையும் தாமுளவாக்கலும் நிலை பெறுத்தலும் நீக்களும் நீங்களா அழகிலா விளையாட்டுடையார் அவர் தலைவர் அன்னவர்க்கே ஜகன்னாங்களே.
Rishis actually come in many types, depending on what function they are doing and what services they are rendering to humanity. We've all heard of the words Maharishi, Devarishi, and Brahmarishi. There are also other types called Paramarishi, Shrutarishi, Rajarishi, and Kandarishi. Examples of all of these are very popular. Vasishta was a Brahmarishi. Vishwamitra spent many years as a Maharishi and finally acquired the title of Brahmarishi from sage Vasishta himself. Narada is a Devarishi. Janaka, the father of Sita, is a popular Rajarishi. So we've all heard of these different characters and personalities, but we don't often know some of the technical details. There are many women who are also referred to in the same light as these other divine personalities. Gargi, Maitreyi are two very popular personalities who appear in the canon of the Vedas. Their position is equal, if not much greater than that of some of these rishis themselves. Another popular means to refer to the rishis are the Saptarishi. Saptarishis are a special category who are created by Lord Brahma himself and are meant for many activities of creation and sustenance in this world. One of the famous thesaurus that exists for Sanskrit, one of the famous thesaurus books that exists for Samskrita gives the word Satyavak as a synonym for a rishi, which means their word is that of truth. It is gospel for all of us. There is also another term in Sanskritam which we often use called Apta Vakya, which means words uttered by those who have no ulterior motives and work only for the benefit and upliftment of humanity. Rishis occupy this category. They have tirelessly worked towards the upliftment of not just those who lived during their own times and were their contemporaries, but also for us who now live many years in the future. So many of the Puranas, the Itihasas, the Vedanta and the Vedas, which were recorded by rishis and preserved for all posterity, is giving us so much benefit today. Rishis lived and imbibed the principle of Atma Jnana very closely, which means they were truly aware of who they are. A person, you, me, any of the rishis, and so many of the other people around us are actually Jivatmas. It is this true sense of self that is hidden because the Atma during birth or Janma takes on a body, and with our senses we can only comprehend what the body is and associate a bodily entity with the person itself, as opposed to the Atma, which is truly who they are. Rishis spent their lives in not only learning and internalizing this fact, but also in teaching that to us. Rishis are known to teach in many languages. The most popular teachings of rishis are all recorded in the Sanskrita Bhasha, but there are also evidences of rishis conversing and instructing in other language. There is also a very interesting line of thought that is in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. In the Sri Vishnu Sahasranama, Lord Vishnu is referred to as a Maharishi. In the shloka Maharshi Kapilacharya, he takes on the name Maharishi himself. Swami Nammalvar, who occupies a very important position among our preceptors, is also referred to as a Rishi by Sri Parasara Bhatta. The very popular and central Swami Ramanuja is always known as Lakshmana Muni. We also have Swami Manavala Mamuni, who occupies the ultimate seat in the list of Sri Vaishnava preceptors. Therefore, Rishis and Munis have been around us since time immemorial, and they continue to exist among us today. Continue to listen to this series, and we will delve into some of the lives and stories and glories of many individual rishis, and also learn to identify some of those who live amidst us today. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.